Good evening, everybody. Welcome again to the 2026 US Open Championship, presented by Island Resort and Casino here in Harris, Michigan. We have a wonderful matchup this evening. Olga Konkina and Kristina Tkach. I actually don't know if they know each other. It looks like Olga got the lag there. We are in our evening session. This is an A-side match, so we have winners matches from 7 p.m. and at 9 p.m. this evening. Going to be a race to 8. We'll put up some match rules here in just a minute, but Lonnie's clicking all sorts of stuff over here, so she is in the building. Nobody fret, she'll be back in just a minute. She's got a little bit of work to do, so it is an alternating break format. We don't have a 3-point rule in the break. It's cue ball fouls only. The 9-ball does count on the break, and not in the bottom 2, but in all the other buckets. We are ready to go. All right, so no, you're fine. You can jump in if you want. There we go. She's got the chat up on the screen for us. Lonnie's clicking all so many things right now. She definitely does not have a good shot on the one here, and she's going to choose to kick at this ball. Oh, that did not work like she planned. She's unfortunately going to give ball in hand to Kristina here for the first rack. So let's see what she's got planned. So big introduction to Miss Ada Leo from New York. Just hopping in the booth, grabbing the other mic.
Hello.
We're having a pretty good day, Ada. How about you?
Oh, it's been up and down.
Up and down?
I wish I'd done better in my match.
Oh, well, me too, but it's not snowing outside.
I don't mind the snow.
Oh, you are broken.
I mind the sun. I'm like a vampire. Don't put me in the sun, I'll burn.
That's Ada. Yeah. I love the sun. We're polar opposites. We could
No way.
We would never survive.
I don't like the feeling of being baked.
She going for this? There's not. No.
No, she's ooh, jail save? Jail save?
No, not as close as she wanted that to be. I like a 2-row kick out of this. I don't know about you. I think the outcome is more favorable if it's a 2-rail versus a 1, but she looks like she's lining up for just a 1-rail kick here.
I think 2-rail.
That's what I thought. But because you could potentially launch that 2 down table and then leave the cue ball kind of up here. And this is the risk, I think, of the 1-rail kick, is leaving everything right here for an easy shot. So this is Olga's first event with the WPBA. She is originally from Moscow, Russia. Looks like she plays with a pea shower for her main cue. She has a Predator break rush, a jump cue. That's a Q-Tech. She plays with Tome V10. She's a master of sports in Russia, repeated champion of the Russian Moscow Cup of Russia, and a finalist in the Moscow Mayor's Cup. So our first introduction to Olga Konkina.
Well, I wonder if they played each other before.
That's what, yeah, we were kind of wondering. if they know each other or if they've, yeah, you would have to think that probably the case is yes.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to assume, I think,
I
that
mean,
they
pool is
have.
a small world.
Yeah, they agreed. Yeah. So I'm sure that they've probably battled it out before.
Well, the crystal here is gonna, do her best here to demonstrate that she is the #1 player on our tour.
Mm-hmm. She's got the 9 ball and she'll get the first game.
I see a question in the chat about all ball fouls versus cue ball fouls. I don't know if that was answered.
It was not. Go ahead.
So in the case of all ball fouls, you need to have referees pretty much at every table. Like, for example, when you play in the Predator events, they have arena referees. We don't have that over here, so it's cue ball fouls.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
It's a lot of. We already have, I think, a lot of people, but you would need a lot more. So definitely like to keep as much possible to give back to the players in payouts. So we choose to do this instead of having to have a whole nother massive staff of people for 4 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
So players come first. I like that. So Christina Tkach, if you're not familiar, her nickname is the Crystal. I don't actually know what year her first event was, but she did get an invite to Soaring Eagle.
I think her first year was
4 years ago.
no, I think it was 2019.
Really? That long ago?
Yeah, it was either Iowa or
Oh, yeah, I think maybe you're right.
yeah, Fairfield, Iowa might have been her first
She
event.
said it's Soaring Eagle Casino on her bio, but I'm not really sure what year that was. She is sponsored by Predator Cues. She is currently ranked #1 on the WPBA Tour. Other sponsors, she's got Jam Up Apparel and Classic Billiards. She currently resides in Miami, Florida.
Do you want me to do all the clicking of the stuff?
I'm going to get up here in just another rack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was helping Lonnie out because she started the multiple things.
Yes, that's what Lonnie does.
She was doing the multiple things. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to grab that mic and start because they were getting ready to lag. But once this rack's done, I'm probably going to go finish my snack.
Oh, the pizza that you had?
I did not get the pizza.
Oh, okay.
I did get a sandwich, so finish that. But let's see how I've not ever seen. Of course, since this is her first event, I've not seen her play, so she looks very capable. I'm watching her just the rack practice before we started the stream. She looks like she has a great stroke.
I don't even think she's setting herself up for the 4-9 combo.
I agree. Do you want me to clicky click? We have right corner and left corner.
Oh, did we fix the overhead?
There. Hey, how's that?
Wow, look at
Did
this.
you like that's my good click for you. Perfect. Look at that, folks. Nice.
So for those of you who are joining us, this is the WPBA Women's US Open over at Island Casino in Harris, Michigan. In the booth, we have Angela Janik
Hello, hello.
and Ada Leo. Please like, share, and follow so we can continue to bring you free streaming.
Exactly.
Oh, bienvenue. We've got some French speakers watching us.
How can you even see that screen is what I want to know.
Merci beaucoup.
Ada's too smart for the rest of us. How many languages do you speak?
I speak 4 fluently, working on a total of 15. I've taught myself 5 and 6 now, so I can't say I'm completely proficient in 5 and 6, but elementary.
It's insane. It's just insane. So smart. I speak 1, so we're just going to stick with that.
Well, you have to be properly motivated, and I want to eat all the food everywhere. So
It's the food that's the motivation. Knew it. Folks, I'm going to jump out real quick because Lonnie's behind me. She, I think, is ready to go. And I'm going to finish my snack. But I will definitely see you all later.
thank you for joining.
All right, so we're back at it, guys. How's everyone doing? Looks like Ada and Angela were keeping you guys busy in the chat and on the stream. So thanks for tuning in. You are watching the 2026 WPBA US Open presented to you by the Island Resort and Casino, which I'm sure Ada filled you in and Angela, because they're both very good at what they do. And I am really excited, Ada, to see Olga play. That's why I kind of was like, Angela, don't you want to eat your food? So I could watch. Very intrigued by her. She's been here. She was here very early to the event, and then she came in and was practicing right away. Her work ethic seems very, very good. So we'll see how she does here against Christina Tkach. True tests. It's a little tough on the 4.
Oh, overcut it.
She went after it though.
She's kind of
Oh.
gutsy.
Yeah, she is. All right, let's see. Let's go to our overhead view and kind of get a look at how close those balls are. How close is that?
I don't think this is anything that the crystal can't handle.
For shizzle. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure that you are currently subscribed.
We just reached over 25,000 subscribers. So
Yeah.
exciting.
That is so exciting. I thank all the ladies who shared that, and of course all the fans who did as well, to get us to that mark. I'm almost a little ashamed to say that my husband has multiple YouTube accounts, and he was a 25,000 subscriber from his other YouTube account.
So you hacked the system, basically.
I did not hack the system. I was looking at the analytics in here last night. Was it last night? I think it was last night. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need 1 subscriber. We're so close to 25,000. And he was like, he was like, because he had asked me a few days ago if I would be able to tell who the 25,000 subscriber was, and I said, no, we don't have that kind of detail in our analytics. And so he is so excited to be number 25,000.
Does he get a prize?
No. Yeah, he gets to go home with me. That's his prize. But congratulations to the WPBA crew. You guys have worked very hard to get to this point. So
I feel like he gives you prizes. You have some new toys here that you're working with.
I've actually had that for a while. I just didn't know how to use it. I got a new camera. I've had my husband, he's very good with gadgets. All right, so the crystal, she's going to take down this 9 ball, taking full advantage of the miss on the 4 from Olga, and she'll take the lead here, 2-1.
She's like, you're going to go for that gutsy shot that was really low percentage. I'm going to punish you.
Yeah, absolutely. But I do want to say that I think it's pretty cool that the WPBA has been around for 50 years.
They are half a century old now.
Yeah. Longest standing professional tour. But there are a few differences between us and other organizations, and I had seen the thing about the all ball fouls, that only amateurs don't play by all ball fouls. So that's not really true, because we are the longest standing professional tour in the world, and we don't play all ball fouls. And the main reason for that is this is a nonprofit organization. So all the money that is raised for this tour goes back to the players. So basically, we can't pay referees for every table. So we set up a rule set that allows the ladies to self-govern. And these ladies are top-notch class acts. They will absolutely call fouls on themselves. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, definitely integrity is something that is a really cornerstone of this tour. And a lot of the ladies, they're just so professional and so nice to each other. It's not like the
Sure.
same in other kinds of tournaments or other kinds of organizations. And I really think that the ladies really are good ambassadors for pool.
Absolutely.
And
The
yeah,
best, really.
exactly.
All right, so Christina just made a hellacious shot on the 1, and she's looking down the barrel of this 2. She's going to draw 2 rails. underneath the 9 to get on this 3 ball, and she hit that like the champ that she is.
Well, she has such a great run out game. You know, I think that she really has a roadmap in her head and she just follows it to a T. And it's really rare for her to kind of deviate from that. And I think something that she's been working on in her game is adding more safety plays and more resaves. And at the highest level, anybody can shoot balls in, but it's about really dissecting the rack and making the right choices.
Well, she definitely makes the right choices. She's a fabulous player. Absolutely fabulous, and she puts in all the work and deserves all the accolades. So she's definitely looking good on this 5. Looks like she can roll forward. She can. Oh wait, the 6. I didn't even see the 6 ball. Thought she was going from the 5 to the 7.
No, 5 to 6.
Totally didn't see it. Probably going into carb brain. I just ate a pizza.
I don't know. I'm really picky about my pizza. I'm from New York. It's all about the thin crust. Oh, she's a bit straight here. Just gonna have to draw this over.
Yeah,
Oh no.
she played the slide draw stroke to try to just bring it straight back off the point of contact. She really, honestly, she just missed the ball. That was it.
You know,
Really, to be fair, she played great position. And because of the, lack of angle, she really couldn't punch it to the right long rail to get back down for the 7. So Olga's going to have a look. She needs that ball to travel.
does she get there?
I believe she may have.
I don't know. I mean, but it can be deceiving on the commentator's view.
Yeah, I would agree with that. All right, so she's looking great. Straight in on the 9 in the bottom left-hand corner to tie the match up.
She looks like she has great fundamentals. Stays still, just lets the arm do the work. How are we looking around the room?
All right, so some fabulous matches happening. These are A-side matches. It looks like Jasmine starting off a little behind the ball in her match.
Yeah, wishing you Hong.
Yeah, 2-0. Hong in the lead at the moment. Amber Chen and Sophia Mast are on our bonus coverage channel. They are currently tied at 2. Sylviana Lu's 2-1 over Enzo Wang. Rachel Lang and Joanne Ashton must be just getting started. Joanne Mason Parker 2-0 over Janet Atwell. The Bombshell, Brittany Bryant 1-0 over Olivia Chang, and Pearl Chang and Savannah Easton. Pearl's currently up 2-0 over the Roadrunner. All right, and Olga to break.
We're looking to see this one ball shooting in the right side pocket. Oh. That was unusual. It went really far underneath the pocket.
Well, what I have noticed, Ada, and having watched it now for a while, some of the ladies try to focus mostly on just the wing and then banking the one past the side pocket 2 rails out. And they don't want to make the 1 on the break. They're wanting to use the 1 for position because now we've placed the 2 as the bottom ball and you cannot dictate. If you make the 1, you have no idea where the 2 is going. That's the most unpredictable ball in the pack. So really, I like that some of them are purposely avoiding the 1 in the side, focusing more on the wing ball in the corner. I know that Rublin, that's exactly how she does that.
Well, Christina played a push because there's really nothing to shoot at here on this one, so Olga gave it back.
I'm guessing that Christina didn't give herself a look at the 1. She's probably kicking. She needs a rail. All right, and she has gotten it. But she's left the one dead in the pocket. Pocket. Hello, everyone in the chat. Hi, Amanda. Thank you for tuning in. Good look at the one. Not quite all the way into the jaws of the pocket.
Oh, I don't think she got enough rotation there.
Mm.
Might be stuck behind the 5-ball, and we'll need to use the jump cue.
Well, we're about to find out.
How good she is with the jump
Yeah,
stick.
that's definitely a thing. I wanted to look because I didn't really look when I set up the bios for you ladies. Does it say what Olga shoots with?
It usually does, but I didn't see the sheet actually.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, looks like. All right, so her main cue is a pea shower. Her break is a predator rush. Her jump cue is a Q-Tech, and she uses the Talon V10 chalk. So she uses a little bit of everything there. It doesn't say any sponsors. So it looks to me like she plays with exactly what she enjoys, which is good too, I guess, right?
well, if you have no sponsors, then you have the freedom to do that. I think once you have a sponsor, you just sometimes have to play with the sponsor's equipment.
That's right. Well, and I know that a lot of the ladies on tour, if they're working with a cue maker and that's their sponsor, a lot of the cue makers will build their cues to their preferred specs. So that's kind of cool.
That's really
I mean,
cool.
that's what my cue maker does, and I can't be upset about that. I love my cue. All right, so let's go back to our main view so we can get a good look at Olga.
Well, Olga is taking advantage of the overcut there and hanging of the 2-ball by Christina.
Olga has a really nice long stride around the table.
She's very tall, it looks like.
Yeah, very tall, very lean.
You think she's like a panther? She's like stalking the table?
She might be, but that could be bad news for the crystal. All right, so she made a great shot there, looking to shoot the 5 in the same pocket. She seems very comfortable, which is great because sometimes when they're newcomers to the tour and we put them on the feature table in an arena such as this, it can be a little, a little bit uncomfortable and out of their sorts just a tad. So she seems to be very comfortable in the moment.
And Olga taking the lead 3-2 over Christina Tkach. Just wanted to remind everyone we have our next tournament June 4th through the 7th over in Mount Pleasant, Michigan for the Soaring Eagle Tour Championships. So make sure if you want to see the ladies in person that you make your reservations and block your calendar.
Oh, yeah, that one's the Masters.
Oh, the Masters.
Yeah, that's the Masters. Tour Championships, I think. Are they back in December next year?
Oh
Or this
yeah,
year? Because last year they were in November. Remember, we
yeah.
changed
They're
the
in
date.
December.
It's
Soaring
so
Eagle
much
Masters.
colder in December.
I don't mind the cold.
That's because you're from New York.
No, I feel like I was like a Nanook of the North in the previous life. Totally comfortable. Or like an Eskimo or something.
All right, so a good break from the crystal. She comes to the table with a solid look at the one. Getting to position to the three could prove to be a little difficult. She says she's kind of checking it out, seeing what she's got available. I don't know if the four. I kind of want to go to the overhead on this. I don't know if the three plays off the four, so she may have to go. Oh, wow, she hit that so good. I love the way she played that. That drag draw past the three. I mean, how do you hit that?
That's a pro maneuver.
Absolutely. Well, she is. I was just looking at the WPA rankings. Obviously, she's our number one here at the WPBA, but I was looking at the World Pool Association rankings, and Pia only has her by about 250 points for the world number one ranking in the WPA ranking points. So really, this tournament could mean a lot for both of these ladies.
Well, I also think that Christina consistently scores very high in
Oh,
tournaments.
for sure.
So she definitely is like keeping her ranking pretty up there.
Sure. All right, so this is a good opportunity for the crystal. She's going to go ahead and just play this one rail. Back up for the 6 in the left-hand side pocket. Or I mean corner pocket, excuse me. Misspoke there. This is a good opportunity, and it's a good time for Christina to have a nice break and run. So yes, there was a question as to whether or not the WPA gives points for the WPBA events. Yes, you can see the WPA logo in the right corner of your view that we are running almost every one, if not all, of our events are WPA
I don't think every
sanctioned.
event.
No?
No.
Huh.
I think
Which,
there's certain criteria involved with
yeah.
WPA ranking or events. So I think there is one that is not in our calendar.
Only the 25,000 plus. Jerry let us know. Hi, Jerry. All right, so Christina does tie up that score, 3-3. This is a race to 8. Alternate break format.
So if you want to follow the progress of your favorite player, go to digitalpool.com and you get to see WPB Island US Open as if you go to the tournaments tab and type in WPBA. So this is the event. We've got a lot of really, really good players in this tournament, 64 of the top ladies playing around the world. And there have been some upsets, matchups, all the things earlier today. We have another round at 9 p.m., so don't forget to stay tuned for that. Who is playing for 9 p.m.?
Oh, you know what? I just put this out. Okay, so 9 o'clock, we're going to have Pia Filler versus Venus Lim. I have not, so in 2 matches in a row, there will be players that we haven't had on our stream. So we have Olga in the 7 o'clock round, and we've got Venus Lim coming up in the 9 o'clock round against Pia Filler, the current WPA ranked number 1 player. So, and Christina's number 2. So we're, and I'm sure we'll see more of these ladies as we go. These are just A-side matches, second round of the event. We will also have Caroline Powell and Monica Webb on the bonus coverage table at 9 o'clock.
Well, Venus Lim is a new player too, like Olga Konkina. She was just last at the Predator St. Louis event, and she comes here from Singapore.
Oh, nice. Yeah, 2 ladies, both of these ladies, Venus and Olga, I was not familiar with, other than just name. I had never seen them play. So I was pretty excited. You know me, Ada. I like to see new talents on tour.
Can Crystal see this?
I do believe she can, but we're about to find out, aren't we? There's a good look at it. I do think she's fine. Oh, love it. Play with a tiny bit of right hand English. Spinning that ball around for the 3 in the same pocket. Well played.
We have some early predictions about a Hill-Hill matchup here. Too early to tell.
I love the way Christina played that shot, getting to the 5. I mean, or the 4 ball, excuse me. She strikes that draw stroke so well. It's got this cool hesitation, and after she hits the ball, it kind of hesitates and then goes, and I just love that. I don't know what it is about it, but it's such a fun look. It looks great on the stream, and it almost looks like it's going in slow motion.
I think it has to do with understanding the normal rotation of the ball, the physics of it. You have your backwards rotation and slide and then forwards rotation. And really, these players know how to manipulate exactly how much rotation, either backwards or forwards or the slide. So that's really at the high levels, ultimate control of the cue ball.
All right, so she's staring down this 9 ball.
She's like, newcomer, you're not going to get the best of me.
I don't necessarily know that she's a newcomer to Christina, though.
Well, newcomer to this tour.
That's right. So Christina taking the lead 4-3 over Olga Konkina.
So it looks like on our bonus coverage table here, table 2, Amber Chen is slightly leading 4-3 against Sophia Mast. And Sophia Mast is breaking right now. Sophia Mast has been having a great year so far.
There's something. She has this innate ability to just step it up when she plays a good player. And there's something about that I just find so very intriguing. It's very powerful for her to have that ability. Sophia is definitely one of my favorite up-and-comers. I think obviously she's a junior world champion. She's going to be a force to reckon with for a long time.
Oh, did this 3 roll in front? Let's take it to the overhead. It was like one of my favorite things growing up, listening to the news, and they're like, let's take it to the videotape.
Oh, yeah, this evening I'm going to have to climb back on the table and fix my overhead camera. When I had to turn it back on, I bumped it. And it's, the way it's mounted, it's kind of wonky. So it's good enough for now, but I'll be trying to fix it tonight before I go to bed.
Is it in danger of falling?
No, it's plenty fine. That part is just fine. So Christina's got to make some decisions. I mean, she has the option to push. She can also kick. She can kick cross over it. Remember, these ladies are on a 40-second shot clock, which Christina just turned around and looked at. So I did look up Olga's Fargo. There was a question in the chat, and I believe she is a 663. Or no, that was Venus Lim. So I did not look up Olga's. It was Venus's. So maybe we can check it out. Ada, check it out for us.
Well, she is a provisional 622, does not have enough robustness. So
okay.
Unknown entity at the moment.
So if she went and played in a tournament somewhere that wasn't a pro event that used Fargo, they would add 50 points. So it should be a 670-ish. So no slouch. She knows exactly what she's doing at the table. All right, so I do think Christina can see the 1. If she has enough of it to make, I don't know, but I definitely think she can see it.
We have a comment about stadium boards. What does this mean? Do you know?
I'm assuming, Phil, oh, Pat, sorry. He's talking about the arena. I think he's talking about the arena. Well, thank you.
Are those computer monitors that you've put graphics on? That looks really nice.
No, it's 9 TVs.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, you can use them for monitors. I'm sure of that. Thank you. I'm going to say a special thank you to uh, Schuler Bauer Real Estate because without them, we wouldn't have been able to get the arena built. It actually comes from the Women's World 8-Ball Championship that the WPBA produced last year in Green Bay, Wisconsin at the Oneida Casino. So, and then after the event, the WPBA kind of got to keep it for all of our majors. So, if we're not in pool rooms and we have this space available to us, we'll be using the arena.
Ooh, this arena does look very nice.
All right, so Christina will be kicking at the 1. Oh, she just missed it. All right, well, Olga is going to get ball in hand. It's a good opportunity for her.
Trying to think what the key shot would be here. Maybe 2 to the 5. I mean, 2 to the. I'm mixing. The colors all blurred together for me. I meant the 3 to the 5.
Yeah, and she's gonna have to back cut this 3, and that's pretty steep. That means there's gonna be a lot of pace on the cue ball.
And these are deep shelves.
Mm-hmm. Tight pockets, deep shelves. It's brutal. You guys, there's a good look on the overhead of how steep the 3 ball really is, which means there's gonna be a lot of pace on the cue.
There's a question of where is Olga from? She is from Moscow, Russia. So we have a battle of the Russian ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Although they're now considered neutral country.
All right, so she can see the 5, but boy, there's some distance there. She's got to really control the cue ball.
Thank you for joining us. This is Ada Leo and Lonnie Fox-Raymond.
Oh, hi, Taryn. Thank you. So, Robin, who is the gentleman from the casino here, the assistant general manager that brought us to Island, that's his son.
Oh.
So I keep hoping he'll show up so I can put him in the booth with me, but his wife's birthday is this weekend, so I don't know if we'll get to see Taryn.
Oh
All
my.
right, so overcut that by, what do you call it, a New York mile or New York minute
I think
or
she threw her
something?
shoulder into it. It looked like the way she struck it was a little bit like in between decisions and then just kind of went for it. And it was, to me, it looked incomplete.
Sure. All right, could also be a shot clock issue. These ladies are on a mandatory 40-second shot clock. And I don't know how familiar or comfortable Olga would be with that. So it could have something to do with that as well.
We are playing on diamond 9-foot blue label tables. For those of you who are equipment nerds and want to know. And we are using the Aramith Pro TV Cup set with the pink 4, orange 5. We have a perfect rack template. And we are using Simona's clock.
All right, so a little steep on the 7, huh?
I don't think this is going to be any big deal for the crystal.
No, I wouldn't imagine that it's going to be a big deal. Although she doesn't have to go after it. She really could. There's a couple different ways that she could contain this situation. But Christina cuts the eyes off these balls, so definitely going it. She made a shot at racks where it was just like, oh, really? So good. All right, so nice little stop shot here. Looking good on this 9 to extend her lead by 2. The biggest lead of the match. She pockets it. And she does.
So smooth.
5-3, currently in the lead. Christina Tkach, the WPBA #1 ranked player. Do want to say thank you to all the fans who have subscribed to our channel. We have hit 25,000 subscribers. My goal, if this is even possible with your help, I feel like it is, I'd love to hit 50,000 by the end of the season. How cool would that be?
By December of 2026,
Yeah.
50,000.
Wouldn't that be cool? I don't know if it's obtainable, or attainable, but I mean, I feel like if everyone helped us out and shared the link to the YouTube, and that would be fabulous. If you're not currently a subscriber, please do so. Like I tell people, you know, it's free to you, but it's priceless for us. We use those numbers to approach sponsorship, and so it is really a big deal for us. And it only takes an extra second of your day. All right, so KT's definitely settling in.
Currently up 5-3 over Olga, and Olga here has a pretty good layout, although she does have some congestion in the center of the table and has to solve this 7-9-3 situation.
Oh boy, sounds like there is some interesting drama. All right, Taryn. So, yes, absolutely. We do all our finals on Sunday at the WPBA. So I'm not sure if we're bringing back 6 or 4, but we usually start about 10 a.m. Is it 10 or is it noon? Hada's gonna probably look
I'm
it
gonna
up.
look it up right now.
Oh, they don't have the times attached. Oh, it's because it's a straight through.
Just
No.
1 second. I almost have it out here. It'll be 12 noon, final 4 players.
Where are you at?
I'm here.
Oh, you went to our notes from our, yeah,
Yes.
from our player packets. Yeah, that's fair. I don't even know where those are for me.
So this tournament has big monies. For those of you curious,
Oh,
it's
good try.
88,800 with 60,000 added, and we are paying the top 32 players. So normally we usually play up to the top 24 players, so it's nice to see the next tier being acknowledged for their contributions to women's pool. So we are all fighting for monies. So nice to see all these international folks visiting us. Please like, share, and follow. And click to be a subscriber so we could get to 50,000. Please help us.
All right, so she fell under the 5 here. This makes this shot much more difficult. She did turn around and look at the shot clock. If you were in the arena right now, the shot clock would kind of be where the WPA symbol is. So when you see the players look back in this direction, that's why.
I feel like that's the second back cut that I see her miss. So she really needs to think about not giving herself a back cut on these tables.
Or getting more comfortable with them.
That's true.
You know, that would be the answer because you can't guarantee that you're not going to end up back cutting a ball here or there, right?
But how much of this is like over rolling and not planning correctly,
Sure,
or just
sure.
things just happen?
But it's definitely unrealistic to think it's never going to happen.
I love to back cut. I don't understand like how can you not love to back cut? But definitely on the minority.
Yeah, I agree that I think it's fabulous that having so much added money to these events, they're able to pay down a little further into the field. I think that was a smart move from the promoters of this event, and of course the board of directors within the WPBA to make these decisions. I think it was really smart, and you know. I don't want to say this because I think it'll be taken wrong, but you do have to kind of take care of the masses, you know? And the farther down you pay in an event where you're paying this much money to play, the more likely that those ladies will return and go after it again. So, uh, you just kind of got to take care of everyone in an event like this. All right. I had a couple of my Sunday swag winners in the chat talking. I'm so glad that you're liking your hat, Pat. And I know Amanda also won one of the swag giveaways. Oh, she really undercut that ball.
I think the issue is having to get position for the 6 ball. And these last 2 shots especially, have been difficult to try to pocket and get the right shape for the 6. I mean, I don't think this is easy either. She's on the rail right now. She's got to cut it, slightly back cut it. So she's got to be careful about, does she run into the 7 or she tries to spin it around somehow, or she could play safe. There are a lot of options. There's no one-way play pool. Oh, wow, look at that shot. She did that really confidently.
Swish. Yeah, no. Actually, we have had events where we've put the shot clock on the stream. I think at Palmetto we had it on the stream, but a couple years ago. But to be honest with you, I could even potentially figure out a program to put it on one of the arena TVs. But yeah, we don't sweat it too terribly much.
But what we don't have is the beeping noise that you'll hear in like predator events.
In the background of every stream. I don't know if I could stay in that room. I think I would struggle personally. Like I might be on one table and the beeping starts and I'll think it's my table and then I mean I would feel like it might be a little discombobulating.
Yeah, I've been at the events. They have the arena right next to each other, and definitely the beeping doesn't happen at the same time. So it could be dissonant beeping and tough to keep track of whose table is what.
Oh, yes. Yay. Congratulations. Yeah, that's right. You did win the Castillo case. How cool was that? That case was beautiful. Yeah, KT's getting it done. Back at it, back to work, trying to extend that lead. Just a few small mistakes from Olga, and she's going to allow Christina to get confidence. And if that happens, it's a wrap, folks. If she's confident, she's dangerous. All right, so she's definitely got a straight in 9-ball here to extend her lead by 3. Beautifully done. The Crystal up 6-3 in this match over Olga Kankina. Let's see what's going on around the room while Christina is racking. So, Jasmine, I cannot say this name yet, Ada.
Shin Yu Hong.
There you go, 3-2. Sophia Mast is down 5-4 to Amber Chen on our second feature table. Sylviana Liu taking a solid lead, 6-1 over Wang. 3-1 for Joanne Ashton, the Canadian, over the Rhinestone. Joanne Mason Parker, former US Open champion, currently up 4-1 over Janet Outwell. Brittany Bryant, 4-1 over Olivia Chang. And it looks like Savannah Easton's up 4-2 over Pearl at the moment. So stay in it, guys. Lots more action to be had. We got one more round for the evening. And that's going to be Pia Filler and Venus Lim. So another newcomer to the WPBA. So stay around. 9 o'clock, we're going to have another matchup. There might be a slight gap at this pace if Olga doesn't start grinding back into this match. This may be done quicker than we actually anticipated.
Are we doing a post-match interview?
We might be. I didn't even ask anybody about it.
Oh.
I totally forgot. But I'm sure Angela's floating around this room. She gonna go figure it out.
She's fabulous at this.
She does do good at that. She likes going to see if anybody wants to,
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I'm
And we
not,
also had Chanel earlier doing some of the post-match
yeah,
interviews.
Chanel really enjoys doing the post-match interviews. So you got to get in there and do one.
Well, I did a live stream commentary, and then I was like, I need to
Yeah,
like decompress and get ready for my match.
yeah. I
Maybe the rest of the tournament that you'll see me do a post-match interview.
yeah, we'll get Ada in there asking some questions. They're in trouble though if Ada comes after them.
What?
Ada don't mess around. Like, she's gonna ask all the good ones. All right, so it looks like Christina really trying to get on the hill here. She does need to be mindful of the 7 ball. We'll see how she plays to get on the 6. She does miss it. She hits it real good. Great shot.
Now you think she's gonna go back and forth or just float it up?
This is tough. I can't tell exactly how steep that shot is. Oh. She might be able to just roll. I don't know. This one's tough. Can she just roll it in? Or do you think it's too steep for
I
that?
think she's gonna roll it in. Roll it in.
That, I could see that right down the line of the shot. That was not good. Not to be mean, but it was not.
Yeah, that's why I was saying like maybe back and forth is better because you're not gonna let up on your stroke.
Well, yeah, you're right because deceleration, right? Rolling the ball is like it's like feeding Miracle Grow to a plant, like for your back for your deceleration, you know?
So is it like Seymour in Little Shop of Horrors? Feed me, Seymour. Oh, I'm sorry. What's the plant's name?
Mhm.
Seymour is the caretaker.
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know that I ever fully watched that.
Oh, okay. There's a question about
Creepy.
WPBA going to the UK. Have we ever been to the UK? I believe we're only a North American tour. So we have had stops in Canada, mostly the US. I don't know if we ever went to Mexico, but we are a North American tour.
We have been approached. There has been some conversations, but because we're a nonprofit, we're not a business. The overhead for something like that would be just monumental. And unless we manage to score a massive sponsorship to get us all there, probably unlikely. So we're going to keep it right where we're at, having, 6 to 10 events a year and just really enjoying ourselves. So thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right, so Olga takes advantage of that miss on the 6 ball by the crystal. Score is going to be 6-4. She brings it back within 2. It does make it a 4-2 race, though. And that makes Olga, in my opinion, a big underdog in this situation, although she clearly is competitive and capable. So I don't know much about Olga's game, but just based on her movements around the table, her pre-shot routine, you can definitely tell that she is a solid, solid player.
Yeah, I think just maybe some positional errors here and there, maybe some decisions. It's such detailed little nitpicky things that I think she were to like zip up on those things, will take her to another level here.
Absolutely. All right, so Olga to break. So she's hitting the 1 a little fatter. She does miss it in the side pocket. She also missed the wing, though. I think she's crossing over the head ball just a tiny bit.
And it's a dry break, so
Mhm.
the crystal quickly up from her chair to address this rack. Thank you for people correcting me as to give it, or what the plant name
Well,
is.
yeah, they're
Audrey.
informing you.
Plant name is Audrey from the Little Shop of Horrors.
Yep. There was a bunch of them in there too that were familiar. I apologize. I am not super familiar with that one. All right, so she doesn't hit the 7 in the face. She really wanted to hit that 7 and stomp the 1, but she did miss that.
I thought she was trying to like brush safe it and then hit it too fat.
Either way, it's not safe.
Not safe. Very unsafe.
Yeah, not jail time.
And pretty much an open table, not safe. So let's see Olga run this whole table. Just gotta be careful now. Side pocket. Don't scratch.
Oh, well played. Wow, she hit that really nicely. She definitely comes through the ball nice. I like it. I hope Olga plays more.
Maybe she's like Christina and Margarita has moved to the US. Don't know.
Any of Olga's fans in the chat that speak English? I know that's difficult. Maybe they could give us a little information about Olga. We only know the little tiny bit that she put in her bio. There's not a lot. Whenever we sign a player, bring a player into an event, they're sent a bio form and they fill that bio form and send it back to our office. And that gives us the information that the tournament directors use for announcements and we use for the live streaming. And Olga's was not super detailed.
I feel like that's typical of new players.
I would agree with you on that.
I'll be curious to see how Venus Lim's bio looks like.
All right. Speaking English used to be my BCA team name. It's fun. My BCA team name was Nacho Turn. True story.
That's funny.
I was really hungry when our team was discussing team names.
Nacho Turn.
That's right. Yes, Alan, I agree. Olga has beautiful form. If you're currently watching and you're not familiar, we have a fabulous chat room here at the WPBA. You're more than welcome to come check it out. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button on your way through, possibly a thumbs up. Also, we do accept donations through the super chat option. So any and all donations go to providing a better stream, helping with expenses, which we incur a lot of traveling for the tour. So any and all donations are super appreciated. All right, so Christina, does she go after it here?
No, does not look like it.
All right, so she can feel it. She's super close and she can tell that she just doesn't want to give Olga any confidence, any room to breathe. And I think that's very intelligent from the crystal.
No, she has to decide 2 rails or 1 rail.
All right, so she crosses over it.
Hit this way too hard.
Well, she's gonna get away with it. Yeah, she put her hand up. She got away with that one. I mean, when you're kicking, to be honest, you kind of have to. And fortune does tend to favor the bold. But if you make good hits, sometimes you get good results just by making a good hit. You're obviously, if you miss it and don't hit it at all, you sell out the whole rack. So just getting the hit sometimes will get you a good roll. This is 9-ball. You know what I mean? You don't have to call every nook and cranny. You just got to make solid contact.
Well, she gave something for Christina to think about here.
All right, well.
Oh no, are the tables turning?
Well, we're about at that point where we do see weird things start to happen. If they're going to happen, it could make it a very stressful.
Did you see the match between Joanne Ashton and Christina Zlateva?
I did not.
That was tables were turning towards the end there, and wow, Joanne brings it hill with a jump 1-9 combo.
All right, so Logie Bear is definitely trying to cause some chaos in the chat. Anyone want to have a donation war with Logie Bear? He has started off the war at $5 in the super chat option. All you do have to do is hit the little money symbol next to your chat box if you want to go to war with Logie Bear. I'll tell you what, whoever wins the donation war, I will ship them a set of perfect racks donated by RJH Custom Cues. If anyone wants to go after Logie Bear in this donation war, I'll challenge you to that. And if you win the war, and I'll give you until, let's say 8:30 p.m. If you win the war against Logie Bear, I'll ship you a set of perfect racks from RJH Custom Cues. They donated it to the stream for me to give away. So if anyone's interested in having that war for a set of perfect racks, go ahead. Try them some.
Well, Olga did not get good position, so she has to forced to be playing a safety.
All right, that's a really well played shot, though. I mean, she didn't get the cue under the 9, but she sure did put the 8 in a difficult position for Christina. HR Olga stance.
Oh, I'm surprised she flew at it. I would have thought she would have played a safe. This is uncharacteristic of her. So now Olga has another chance here to reduce the deficit of the racks here. Oh, she underhit it. Oh no,
Oh, she
just
got it
made it.
there. Yeah, shot it to the inside of the pocket for sure. She rolled it in. I think the speed helped her out there.
But now she's got like this deep cut.
Well, she's gonna have to come with one, that's for sure.
Me as a shorty, this is really tough.
Oh, look at this, Amanda. You upped him by a penny. Brutal. Logie Bear. What are you doing, Amanda? Oh.
For those of you joining us right now, this is the 2026 WPBA Women's US Open at Island Casino in Harris, Michigan. This is Ada Leo and Lonnie Fox-Raymond in the booth. And there is a donation war going on in our chat.
Yeah, looking for a set of perfect racks donated by RJH Custom Cues. They are the official rack of the WPBA, but this set comes in a cool little case. Maybe I'll even get the crystal to autograph it for us. Looks like Knox Realtor has upped the Logie Bear donation and the Amanda Mast donation of $5 to $25. Here we go. I know Logie Bear, and he doesn't like it when people mess with him. Uh-oh, Weiwei's in the chat. Look at her go. She's in there. Let's go. All right, $30. That's the standing bid for the set of perfect racks.
She's a gambler.
Girl, love you.
You know, she was doing well in the casino. I think she won some big monies.
That's probably why she's trying to get these perfect racks. Hi, Logie. You have 27 minutes. 27 minutes to win the war. All right. Christina is up 6-5, trying to win this rack to get herself on the hill. Olga snatched one back. Made a good shot. I mean, a good shot on the 8, but really a good shot on the 9. To take a rack back on the crystals. So Christina, though, she looks pretty determined. This could be interesting.
She looked mad. You know, when Christina's mad, people need to watch out.
You know, one thing I really like about Christina is her determination. She's a very determined young lady. All right, so we got some information on Olga. She's a 2025 third place Russian national women's champion in 8-ball, second place in 14-1. And there may be a few more achievements, they said. Well, thank you. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate that. Uh, now we just got to get her to put it on her bio sheet for us, and hopefully we see her again. She's very talented. She's not through this match just yet. Christina's got work to do. All right, so she fell really steep on this ball.
Just gotta go up and down. I don't think she can hold this.
No way. She's never swinging at the hold. She might even be playing a safety. Think she's cutting at this ball?
I think so.
All right, and there she goes. All right, she needs it to either stop or gain some speed.
Now we have a back cut.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, so listen, at the moment, Wei Su Chen is in the lead on our our donation war, thanks to Logie Bear. Always causing some trouble in the chat, he is. All right, 3 rails around. She hit that really well.
She's like, I eat back cuts for breakfast.
All right, and this 9 ball, potentially getting Christina on the hill. And it has. Christina Tkach 7-5 over Olga Konkina. Olga will be breaking though, so we're going to see a little bit more of this young lady. And no matter what happens in this match, I have a feeling we're going to see quite a bit more of her as we go.
And it looks like on table 2, Amber Chen has emerged victorious over Sophia Mast 8-4.
All right, so there's some matches happening around the room. We got Hung playing Jasmine Ocean 4-3 with Jasmine in the lead. Amber Chen defeating Sophia Mast, which actually Ada just said. Joa and Mason Parker having a good event so far, currently up 6-1 over Bristol's Janet Atwell. Brittany Bryant 5-2 over Olivia Chang. Looks like Savannah Easton, the Roadrunners, up 5-4 over Pearl Chiang, but Pearl is definitely pushing back. So some good matches around the room. All right.
And Joanne Mason Parker, she is not a defending champion, but she has won the Women's US Open in the past. And she indicated to us in her banquet speech that she is coming after us.
Yeah, she's got us. We're on her radar. 31 years ago, she won the US Open and still plays at a super high level. I mean, Joanne is definitely impressive.
When was the last time we had the Women's US Open?
Oh, 2012?
Wow.
Maybe?
Where was that at?
I don't remember. I feel like it was 2012. I had it wrote down somewhere and then I left that notebook sitting at my house.
Hey now.
Oh, we got us a $40 donation taken way out. Looking for the perfect rack.
Looks like Christina's on her way to conquering this rack, but she left herself with a steep 3 ball, but she does like to cut a ball.
Yeah, she just so smooth in her delivery of those shots. And I love that she's given herself proper angle on the 4 to get back across table for the 5 in the top right.
Does someone move the camera a little bit? Oh no, here it is.
Yeah, no. I think the lights trigger some of the focuses. Plus, there's just a lot of like, what do you call them? Like heat stuff, vending and
The HVAC?
yeah, like all the
Heating and
heating,
air
cooling
conditioning?
stuff. It's all, there's some vents right around where we mounted.
Well,
So
hopefully it's not dripping on the tables like that match we had.
oh gosh, and yeah. So Ada and I played and we had to play in Michigan last year or the year before.
It was a couple years
Yeah.
ago.
And we're in the middle of the match and the air conditioning unit right above our table just starts dripping on the table. And I was like, is this real life? Like, They had both of us just so completely weirded out. Like I was down shooting a ball, like drip on my. I'm like, is this really happening? All right, so Christina trying to shut this match down, ladies and gentlemen. She is not messing around. She's straight to work. She is the #1 player on tour for a reason.
Keeping it simple.
2012. Yeah. Look at this. Fort Knox Realtor coming in hot with the $50 donation. We do have 20 minutes left in this, and we're not gonna shut we're not gonna shut it down. I'm gonna keep the stream up. I'll stay in and stay invested in your guys' donation war just to be present. So congratulations to Christina to catch. She wins 8-5.
Yes.
Yes, 8-5 over Olga Konkina. Olga will still be in this event. She is not out. This was an A-side matchup. She's just going to have to take the scenic route from here. So she will be playing tomorrow. She will be playing tomorrow. So let me see if they've moved her over in the bracket. We're going to get a good look and see if Olga has been transferred over to the other bracket. At the moment, she has not. Guys, so just so you guys know, 2016 in Pittsburgh, it was won by Ashley Jones. So a little help from our tech director, Frank Maialetti. Okay. The AC inside was saying, I'm reading some of the chat. Now, remember, guys, currently at the moment, we're in a bidding war for the set of perfect racks donated by RJH Custom Cues. And at the moment, Fort Knox Realtors got it locked up at $50. So $50 donation. If you can beat a $50 donation, when I get home, I'll ship you a set. But the war is going for another 18 minutes. So I kind of didn't expect the match to be done quite this quickly. But we do have one more match for the day. We do have one more match for the day. But guys, don't go anywhere. Because not only do we have one more match at 9 o'clock with Pia Filler versus Venus Lim, we also are going to do a player interview with Christina Takanch, the winner of this feature matchup. So stick with us. I'll keep an eye on the chat, guys. Remember that the standing donation for the perfect racks is $50. I will ship it out to you when I get home. Whoever can beat Fort Knox Realtor at this point, she's in hot and heavy. So guys, thanks so much for, yeah, unless you're in Michigan and you're close to me, then I'll just bring it to you. But we're going to go ahead and get this donation war up and going, and I will get things set up for the interview with Christina Takanch. All right, stay tuned, guys. We're going to be right back in action.
real estate. Just like in pool, the setup is everything. When I play pool, I don't just focus on the ball in front of me. I'm planning my next shot. Selling your home works the same way. It's not about putting a sign in the yard. It's about positioning you for the next move, whether it's a quick sale, top dollar, or finding a dream home. With the right strategy, we don't just take the shot, we run the table. Let's line up your winning shot today.
Looking for the perfect venue for your next big event? Explore the Island Convention Center. With nearly 30,000 square feet of flexible space, including 19,000 square feet of clear span, it's ideal for corporate events, conferences, and trade shows of any size. And when the meetings end, guests can enjoy all the amenities of the Midwest's premier resort destination. Call today to start planning your event. The Island Convention Center, the perfect mix of business and pleasure.
Olga Konkina.
All right, guys. So we've got Angela Janik going to bring us an interview with the #1 ranked player on the WPBA Tour, Miss Christina Tkach. All right, are you ladies ready? Let's go.
So I am here with Christina Tkach, who was just victorious against her opponent, Olga Konkina, right? Mm-hmm. Is it pretty close? So the question everybody wants to know is, you guys are from the same area. Have you played each other before?
Actually, we never played each other before. Maybe I don't remember because she's a lot younger, and I think she started to compete when I already left Russia. So that's why, like, I didn't even know how she plays. I never really played with her before.
Wow. See, we thought for a moment that maybe you guys had started up together.
No.
So there you go. So how did the match feel to you then? How'd you do?
Overall, I think I played pretty good. I felt pretty good. I had a couple of hiccups. I missed the 6-ball twice, just, lost the focus a little bit. And then, she was kicking really good, also getting a little lucky with hooking me back. So I feel like she played pretty good as well. So it was a good match.
How do you feel like your break's doing?
Good. Actually, I feel like TV table is breaking a little bit different than other tables, because I was practicing on other tables and I was consistently making like the 1 ball on the side and the win ball. And this match was, I actually hitting it maybe a little thinner. So I made a win ball and actually played almost perfect position for the 1 ball, which I can't really complain about. So the problem is I couldn't run out.
I've seen you play a perfect set. It's actually my favorite memory of you. Seen you get down a table, and it's no surprise you're ranked #1 on our tour, because I watched you get up to a table and play 10 racks perfect in a row. So when you make an error, I actually go, huh? Because it's so unusual. So you did bobble a couple balls. When you get back to the chair, what do you tell yourself to overcome that?
Just stay present, and I know that I've been struggling lately a little bit with some health issues, just feeling really tired, maybe burnout from all the traveling. So I'm like, I'll just go there and try to do my best, and I just accept that mistakes sometimes gonna come, and I just have to move on.
Yeah, you guys have been busy for a while. A lot of event after event after event for the last, 6 weeks or so at least. It's been kind of a lot of busy schedule. But was a great match. Congratulations. You're going
Thank
to
you.
move on the A side tomorrow. So I'm sure we'll be seeing you on the stream
All right,
again.
sounds
Everybody
good.
congratulate Christine Staccato. We'll talk to you next time.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A quick chat. We're doing player interviews of players here at the WPBA. So a fantastic job by the Crystal to advance over countryman Olga. So I'm sure we're going to see Olga some more. But like I said, she's definitely not out of this event. She's just going to have to take the scenic route. You guys know I like to use that phrase. All right, so currently at the moment, we have 10 minutes left on the bidding war, and Fort Knox Realtor is currently in the lead at $50. For if anyone out there in the next 10 minutes can beat that bid from Fort Knox Realtor, I will get home and send you a set, not just one 9-ball perfect rack. I'm going to send you a set of perfect racks produced out of Canada. They're the current rack sponsor of the WPBA. We use them at all of our events. And maybe, just maybe, I'll take it around and get some pretty awesome signatures and from some of these ladies. So thanks so much to Yo. Oh my gosh, Logie Bear, how fun have you been? What a great war you have started. But the current bid is at $50. Anyone interested in beating Fort Knox Realtor on that donation, I promise you I'm going to send you the coolest set of template racks. They work great. I literally have been using my 9-ball perfect rack at my house for the last, I bet you I've used it for 6 months. And it's not all wonky. It didn't bend or get bent. It's still, I don't have to flip it over and use the other side. I mean, it's a fabulous tool. It's kind of like a cross between paper and plastic. And I know that they make great products. They can even, if you buy them in bulk, like say you own a pool room, if you buy them in bulk, you can get them personalized. Like ours, a lot of ours say WPBA. So if that's something you're interested in, you can always reach out to Brittany Bryant. She can facilitate the sales of those things. Go ahead and you can message Brittany at WPBA.com. You can email her there if you're interested in buying those in bulk. I don't think they ship them into the U.S. in singular. So unless you're looking for a bulk deal, probably wouldn't work for you. But do know that I will ship them straight to you. Maybe I'll even get, if you just have one player you'd rather have sign the pack. It's not the rack they're going to sign. It comes in this really cool like plastic thing. Oh my goodness. We got $100 donation. Well, actually, it's $99.99 from Pat Hickok for those racks. Thank you so much, sir. Amanda's probably going to try to beat you by a penny. That's how she rolls. But anyway, Pat is trying to win those racks. Oh, Logie Bear, he says, I'm getting beat. This is brutal. All right, so Pat Hickok currently taking the lead in the war. 7 minutes is all you have left to win the racks if you want to get into this war. Pat Hickok, super fan himself. Love me some Pat Hickok. He's a good dude, always supporting the WPBA. As a matter of fact, in all the Sunday swags that I have done for the last 2 years, he's never won it, but he's always donated. And at racks, he finally snapped off one of the Sunday swag giveaways. So, it's pretty cool. It's nice to see when people that you see at every event actually get into the swag and do really well and eventually win one. You know what I mean? So kudos to him. Currently at the moment, 6 minutes to go. Pat Hickok is in the lead with 99.99. Let's check some of the scores around the room. Looks like Jasmine and Hung are currently tied at 5s. Tough action going on in that match. Joanne Ashton's up 7-2 over the Rhinestone Rachel Lang. Joanne's playing really well this event. Brittany Bryant currently on the hill over Olivia Chang, 7-3. And Pearl Chang is up 6-5 over the Roadrunner Savannah Easton. But for a minute there, Savannah was in the lead in that match. So we'll see if she grinds it back. Let's see if she can get that one back. So those are scores going on around the room. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a lot of fun. Logie Bear started a whole thing in the chat, and I felt obligated to offer the set of perfect racks. So they really are cool. They really are cool. So if nobody's gonna try to outbid Pat, he'll have to be messaging me and letting me know he would who he would like to have signed that set. It's got a cardboard backing, like a blue paper kind of cardstocky backing that it comes in the package, and we usually have the ladies sign those, so he can message me and let me know who in this event he would like to have signed, and I'll get that taken care of if somebody doesn't come in and take it from him. Don't forget, guys, too, we also have the ball sets, the Aramith TV Pro Cups. They, with the cost of shipping in life right now, $410 if you want a set that's been previously used by the ladies of the WPBA. Typically one event on these ball sets, and then we sell them off. $410. Let's see, but if you want a brand new set, which we can also facilitate, you can get a brand new set for $479, and you actually, MSRP, you literally can't get them for under $499. And that doesn't include shipping. So with this price, $479 brand new, includes shipping. Go to WPBA.com if that's something that would, benefit you. Obviously, we do our best to try to give back as our sponsors give to us, so we're super grateful. Also, a special thank you. Special thank you because we hit 25,000 subscribers just yesterday. I'm so grateful to all the fans of the WPBA that went above and beyond to share all the the links and get people to participate and subscribe. So if you're currently not a subscriber, I have a bigger goal. So I need to get to 50,000. That would be my goal. I would really like to do that. So if you're not currently subscribed to our channel, please take just a second to do that. We do bring you some of the most fabulous and best, most talented women in our sport on a regular basis, and we try to bring them to you in a much more fan-friendly way. Sponsors seem to enjoy that, and we're super awesome. So, yeah. So thanks everybody for subscribing, and we're going to grow this. We're going to do it. I feel it. With your help, we're definitely going to make that happen. It looks like, oh man, 3 minutes. Logie Bear and Fort Knox Realtor currently out. Pat Hickok says, put your checkbooks away. I'm winning this raffle. And it looks like he may even want KT's autograph on that set of racks. So we'll see. Oh. Now we got Frank Miletti from BSN saying for the highest bidder, anybody who can beat 150 or more, he has a Bean Hung, Kelly Fisher, and Weiwei signed cue ball or ball he will include to the highest bidder if you can go to 150 or more. So this has been fun. Looks like Logie Bear started some chaos for us. I'm going to throw a real quick commercial. This is the commercial for Island Resort and Casino. They are presenting this event. They are our presenting sponsor. So enjoy, and I'll check back in just a few seconds.
Looking for the perfect venue for your next big event? Explore the Island Convention Center. With nearly 30,000 square feet of flexible space, including 19,000 square feet of clear span, it's ideal for corporate events, conferences, and trade shows of any size. And when the meetings end, guests can enjoy all the amenities of the Midwest's premier resort destination. Call today to start planning your event. The Island Convention Center, the perfect mix of business and pleasure.
All right, so what's up, folks? I think Pat's going to knock it off. I think he's going to do it. Oh, this has been so much fun. I'm going to have to go and locate Logie Bear. He likes to start chaos. He does. Oh, I'll count it. Frank says if you do it, he'll count it. Aww. Oh, that's nice, Pat. So Pat says if he wins, he may add it to our Sunday swag bag. And that's really nice of you. You don't have to do that, especially if we get it signed for you. It might be memorabilia. That's totally up to you. Thank you guys so much for doing that. It looks like Oh boy, like 30 seconds. 30 seconds, and Pat just knocked it off, boy. He said he put his foot down. Aw, he added another 50 to get the ball from BSN. Thank you so much, Frank Melody, for donating that. That's probably going to make Pat's day, I'm not going to lie. Just to get the ball, he threw the added 50 bucks. So thank you so much, Pat. You guys are awesome. We really have the best fans. I swear to God we do. And then I'm going to go locate Logie Bear and give him a big giant hug. So he likes to start that stuff. He's actually, Logie Bear actually got into a bidding war for one of our WPBA jackets from Game On Gear Big Family Custom Creations. So he's actually, he's won a bidding war of his own previously. So that was pretty awesome. He says, nope, the ball goes to the Sunday swag bag. Aw, that's nice. Thanks a bunch, Pat. All right, congratulations. You're pretty awesome. We do appreciate you. All right, guys, I'm going to take just a quick break because we have a half hour to the next match. It looks like Monica Webb and Caroline Powell are warming up on the bonus coverage table. We're going to have Venus Lim against Pia Filler, the #1 ranked WPA player currently at this moment, but her and Christine are only within 250 points. Literally 250 points of each other for the world rankings. So make sure you guys stop out, grab some coffee, maybe get you some snacks, and meet me back here at 9 o'clock Eastern Time Zone. I'm just going to leave this stream up. We'll let you guys check it out. I'm going to pull out. Why don't we just do that? I'll go ahead and pull out the scoreboards. We're just going to pull that out. I'll throw up the I don't know where it went. Here we go. I'm going to throw up our US Open sponsor screen. You guys, thanks so much for doing all that. I really appreciate you guys. Pat Hickok, you are the winner for Knox Realtor. She got right up in that mix. So I'm just super appreciative. You guys are amazing. All right, guys, I'm going to take my quick break. We're going to be back in action shortly with a fantastic matchup. So don't go anywhere. My name is Lonnie Fox-Raymond. I am the voice of the WPBA, and you are watching WPBA Billiards on YouTube. All right, what's up, folks? This is Lonnie Fox-Raymond. We're waiting for player announcements to finish. We've got a fabulous matchup here between Pia Filler, a current WPA ranked #1 player in the world, versus Venus Lin. Venus is, this is kind of cool. I'm learning a little bit as we go. Angela's done some background work about Venus. So let me pull up her bio. She is 23 years old. She's 23 years old. Her first international event was the Predator event in St. Louis. So she is currently playing in her second international event. She is from Singapore. Her name is Venus Lim. She plays with a Sam play cue, a BK rush break cue, and a Sam jump cue. She is a Mauritius. Mauritius. I don't know what that means.
It's a country.
Okay, I did not know that. Gold medalist. She's 5th place at the Jakarta Women's Open and a 5th place in the Asian Ladies Championship. She's sponsored by Q Sports Singapore, Empire Billiards Doya, and Good Cheer Singapore. So we're really happy to have her, and we're pretty excited to see her play. She's a good, nice international talent. Now, Sylviana Liu, she's from Singapore, is she not?
She's from Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Her fiance is from Singapore.
Okay, Aloysius, got it. All right, guys, so we're gonna go and lag for the break. Let me get the scores on the screen for you guys. We're gonna bring that up. There we go.
I only know about Mauritius because I have a teammate from New York City who is from that country.
All right, so let's go to the overhead. Look at this lag. How close is that, ladies and gentlemen? Fabulous. Pia Filler to take the lag by a very small margin. By the way, Miss Ada Leo is in the booth with me.
I snuck in. Hello,
She's a
everyone.
sneaky little thing she is. All right, so let's talk about the match rules for this event. They're going to lag for the first break, which we've just seen. It's an alternate breaks format thereafter. This is the 9-ball on the spot. There is no break box. They're going to rack their own. 9 on the break is a win, except in the bottom 2 pockets. The 2-ball is supposed to be the back ball. 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game, and this is cue ball fouls only. Race to 8. This is an A-side second-round match for these ladies.
This is going to be a great match. I actually played Venus Lim in St. Louis, so got a chance to witness her playing, and she's a very steady player. So it's gonna be interesting to see how she juggles the shot clock. It's 40 seconds shot clock per shot here, 60 seconds after the break, with 1 extension. So, we were playing on the side tables where they didn't have the shot clock in for us. So, and I know she was taking definitely the full amount of time to contemplate her shots.
All right, so there's the break from Pia Filler.
So it's nice to see everyone in the chat. Please like, share, and follow.
So we just had the donation war.
Ooh, who won?
Pat Hickok wins with $150. So he will get the perfect rack donated by RJH Custom Cues. Well, it's the set of perfect racks. And he also won a ball, a signed ball from that had Bean and Wei, and there was another signature on that. I actually forgot. The BSN donated. So yeah, how fun was that?
That sounds amazing.
Logie Bear started a war.
Wow. It's so great to see the community come together to support Ladies Pool. Hope to meet some of you in person. Our next event is the Soaring Eagle Masters, June 4th through 7th. So if you are in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, please stop by. I had the fortune of meeting Pat, what's his last name?
Hickok.
And we had a lovely conversation.
Yeah, he's fabulous. Michigan guy. All right, so a little back and forth action here. Venus played a nice safety. Pia will be kicking. They are on a 40-second shot clock with 1 40-second extension per rack and 60 seconds after the break. Looks like Pia's going 1 rail at this, maybe 2. She went 1, I think more so because if she pockets it, she kind of wanted to keep the cue ball in the same vicinity. for the 2 ball, but she has left a shot for Venus.
So there's a comment in the chat about the magic rack or the perfect rack perfect rack template being on the table. I try to get it off the table as soon as I can. So depends on the players. Do you like the template to be on the table or off the table immediately?
It doesn't really bother me. I don't care. I mean, I move it off the table after the break, but I just move it to a rail. I don't really. Now I have certain players that I know don't like it, like Zliteva. Zliteva does not enjoy the wreck on the table. So she's one of the players that I know removes it to the rail or to her, our joined player table. All right, so another safety from Venus. I do feel as though Pia can see this, though.
She can definitely see it or at least kick it off the rail. It's not a jail safe.
So Jasmine ends up losing the hill battle. Did I just hear that? All right, this is going to be really good. Oh, wow.
Well, Pia, I think, is gonna have the upper hand on the safeties. I mean, I know Venus played a lot of safeties against me in St. Louis, but they were not like Pia safeties, where Pia has such a great touch where she nestles it up against the ball and you're in jail.
Wow, I'm going to tell you guys something. If you go and look at this B side, it is tough action.
Yeah, make sure you go to digitalpool.com to check out the bracket. Go to the tournaments tab, type in WPBA, and you'll see this event, the 2026 WPBA Island US Open, also known as the Women's US Open.
Wow. Tough action. Yuhan, Jasmine Ocean, Olga, Duddy, Enzo, Kaylee, or Pam Kelly, Rachel Lang, Rubelin, Janet Atwell, Lori John, Veronique, Pearl. Wow.
But what, 88,000 in the pot with 60,000 added, everyone's fighting for some monies here. Top 32 get paid. So this is a
Absolutely.
great event. We normally only pay down to the 24 players. So at least half the field's going to get paid. It's a question about whether or not Savannah Easton won. Yes, she did. So she's having a great tournament so far. 2 wins. But again, if you want to check out your favorite player and their trajectory, go to digitalpool.com.
Yeah, I actually spoke with Savannah outside, and she talked a little bit about how she felt she had some struggles with her break a couple times in the match, and she made those adjustments and said that she played really well in the last couple of racks to take that win. So congratulations to Savannah. Hi, Linji. How you doing? A-Train, what's happening?
So there's a question about Shin Yu Hong beating Jasmine. She's a junior champion from Taiwan, so she is no slouch. She's up and coming. She's like the Taiwan's version of Savannah and Sophia, so we will be watching out for her.
Okay, so it's like Pia she's really working it out, taking her time. This is rack number 1. This is a race to 8. This is a second round A-side match.
Ooh, Pia has like New Jersey. I like it.
Is it the one with the pink flowers?
Yes.
That one's not new.
It's not new.
Mm-mm. But it's pretty, isn't it?
It's so pretty.
It looks really good on her.
Making quick work of this rack here. After it's some safeties. Pia Filler taking the first rack here.
speaking of Pia Filler, she resides in Germany. Her and Joshua actually just got their house. She's currently ranked number 2 on the WPBA, but number 1 in the WPA rankings. She is a Predator-sponsored player, as well as Apex and ARC pool tables, Andy Cloth, and How Tips. She's a team world champion. She's an 8-time European champion. She's a 3-time Euro Tour winner, and she also won the WPBA Capital City Billiards event. But you know what's impressive about Pia too? She makes it to the deep side of the business end of every WPBA event for the most part. I haven't seen many early exits from Pia since she started playing on tour regularly. She's taken a lot of second places. I feel like Christina Tkach went through that for a while as well. All right, so it looks like a dry break from Venus.
With a very nice spread. So this looks like a runnable table by Pia.
She's grabbing her extension. She'll be stretching out across the table to shoot this one. Curious. All right, so all the way across the table. Using a little bit of inside English. Kill the cue ball off that short rail. Just like so. That was a really good look at that.
She left the cue ball in the middle of the table where you have all the options. Yes, I think Christina Tkach, when she was having a stretch there where it was very much like going to the finals and getting second place for a while. But then she had a breakthrough and she's been unstoppable then.
Yeah, she really did, and she's really, really been a force to reckon with on the tour. There was a question in the chat about Venus's Fargo, and I think, what did we come up with? She was like a
It's
663 or
She's
something.
663 preliminary because she doesn't have enough data yet. So
Mm.
unknown entity.
So, like, you know, in the US, anytime there's a big event, a lot of times, if it's a Fargo rated event and you go in and you're not established, they'll add 50 points. So really, that puts her up right with the top players in the world.
I will have to say that she was playing very top player,
Top
speed,
player-esque.
top player-esque against me in St. Louis. So
All right.
I think my only saving grace was I had a break and run when it was my turn to break. That was
there
it.
you go. All right. So this is a little short in position for Pia to get to this 5 ball. But it's not frozen, so she has options with this ball.
Yes. She could play a nice save. She's looking at the clock though. I don't think she's gonna swing at it with a bank shot.
All right, so Pia,
Gonna brush save it.
yeah, she's gonna just rub the right side of the 5. Bring the cue around. Oh, she caught it so thin. Well played. Although she's left side on the 5, she's put a lot of distance between the cue ball and the object ball, making it difficult. Now Venus has to decide.
I thought she should put a little bit more spin to get it behind the 8, but then
Yeah.
the 5 might have leaked out. So
But
that
I also didn't mind playing it with a little bit more spin, a little bit of right-hand spin, maybe trying to get it under that 7. Either way, that's not what happened, so here we are.
well, she hit it too fat.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so good opportunity for Pia. I don't think she'll go after perfect position. I think she's going to settle for more of the center of the table.
Yeah, she's so good at getting the ball back to the center of the table. Or center-ish of the table in this
Sure.
case.
They were waiting on a few matches in the other round to complete before they made player announcements. So, and then they have to announce 8 tables. So, sometimes it takes a minute when you go through all the announcements. So they are a few minutes behind.
Venus is actually a very tall player. She's at least like 5'8".
So Pia, there, I have a few players on tour that I resonate with often, and I feel like Pia is one of those. I've got a little backstory about Pia. The first time that Pia played on the WPBA was at the Soaring Eagle Masters in Michigan many years ago. Pia and Josh may have just been married, maybe. I wasn't playing full time, and I took the promoter spot. And I think we were like maybe 2, maybe 3 rounds into the B side of the event, and her and I ran into each other, and we had this awesome hill match. And I don't know if Pia would remember this or not, but I think she slapped in the 9 ball on me. Hill to win the match,
Wait.
which is perfectly fine.
Oh,
I mean,
okay. I was like,
yeah, I
were
mean,
you
it happens.
upset?
Well, of course I was upset, but I mean, what do you do, right? Monica Webb got me once like that too. But mind you, at the time, Pia was, I feel as though she was a good player, but she was not the player that she is today. She was, and it was really cool. And then later on, it was super funny. There was an amateur event going on alongside. She ended up getting knocked out, I think, the very next round. And her and Josh played in a doubles on the amateur, and they had never seen those little 7-foot valleys before. And they played in the doubles tournament. And what happens? My partner and I draw them first round.
So did you get your revenge?
I played great in that match, but then Joshua figured out that because it was shoot till you miss partner pool, Joshua figured out that every time it was my turn at the table, he would know who was up next, and he would safety me so badly because I think I ran like the first 4 racks every time it was my shot. But it's a bar table, right? We're just having fun.
Well, you love the bar
I
table.
do like the bar table. I think it's a lot of fun, especially 8-ball on the bar table. But anyway, needless to say, that was my first experience with Pia and Josh, and since then, I'm quite fond of them both. I get along with them both really well. They're a great couple. Good ambassadors for the sport also. Hi, Lily. So being mountain time, that's difficult for you guys, I would agree. But unfortunately, the way that we format the brackets, usually if you play on the A side, you play a couple times on day 1, and then you have to wait through the B side, and then you'll play another match in the evening on day 2. So you're right. It is tough if you're on a different time zone, but 7, 9 o'clock at night's not terrible for a pool player. Trust me, most of us have seen worse.
I'd rather do 9 o'clock at night than 9 in the morning.
Sure, sure. All right, so Pat Hickok says he's ready to start another bidding war because the last one was so much fun. I don't have any more gifts right now, though, Pat. I can't help give away free things.
So I thought that was a really smart shot by Pia to go for the safety instead of trying to go for this combo.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she has a very high IQ with the pool table, and she does play most games, and pretty well. She even plays one pocket. Like if you've ever seen her at Derby, she plays one pocket banks. She's very well versed. Brittany will be playing. I do believe she plays Savannah tomorrow. Savannah Easton, Brittany Bryant. They will be playing at 7 o'clock tomorrow. That's Eastern time zone. We don't have table assignments yet. We'll work on that a little bit later. Once all that round is done and we know who's playing, we'll establish who will be on the featured table.
Well, it looks like Pia didn't get the resave here, but she did kick in, not gave Venus ball in hand, so now Venus has an opportunity to get one on the board.
Thanks, Pat. Don't forget, guys, Pat started a bidding war in the chat if anyone's interested in getting into that mix with him. He's dangerous. Be careful. $5 is the starting bid in the chat. All right. Yeah, Brittany had a fabulous event in St. Louis. I was really proud of her.
I was ecstatic for her.
I was filling in at my mom's bar, doing some bartending on a day shift, and put it up on the TVs in the bar, and while I was bartending, and I had the whole bar cheering for her. Some of them don't even know anything about pool, and they were so into it. It was so much fun. All right, so it looks like she's got a good look at the pink. It's just, I think she's got 3/4 of the pocket from there. But
This
it's
is a
definitely-
tester.
Yeah. Well, it's a test of not skill. It's getting late for me, Ada. Oh,
Accuracy.
yeah, like a little bit of grit as well in this situation. She's, playing a really solid top player.
I think that wiped its feet. It really used the, little corner there to sneak in.
I think the speed that you play it really makes a difference. Yeah, Brittany also had a really cool event at Rax in New York. She lost her very first match 8-0 to Rubelin Amit and came storming through the B side.
Oh, overcut that 6-ball on the side. Now Pia up at the table, looking to close this out and increase her lead. So another fantastic event coming soon will be the World 8-Ball Championships over at the Oneida Casino in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Wow. That was very exciting. Using all the pockets to save yourself from that situation.
She did a little weeble wobble and bounced back out.
That was more than a weeble wobble. That's a, I don't know what you want to call it, but
She escaped the clutches of
that's
doom.
right. Clutches of doom.
All right, so got a good look at this 7, though. I think she's going to be fine. Positionally, she's going to drag it around 2 rails. Really, she could have caught the 3rd, to be honest with you.
She's a little bit on the wrong side, so
She is on the wrong side. But if she can put enough pace, maybe a little bit of left-hand spin on this 8-ball, she can really drag the cue ball around and get it back down table for the 9. So we'll see. It should be like 4 rails.
I think she's going 1 rail. Oh,
She may even
4.
go 5.
There you go.
She's going 4. Yeah,
She went all fancy.
Yeah, I didn't quite get enough of it to get to the 5th rail, but she's definitely right down the barrel of this shot. So great recovery on the 8 for Pia Filler. All right, there you go. Rack number 3. The killer taking it down with a really nicely played 8-ball. I mean, she came up on the wrong side of it, but she definitely put in the work and got that cue ball around for the 9.
That was very natural the way she did it too. I mean, some people would try to force it with inside English force follow and then wind up scratching or not getting the shape. So the fact that she recognized the natural path there and just used the extra rails is definitely a key to the fact that she has a lot of experience now and knowing what kind of shots to play. Pattern recognition at the end of the day.
That's right. All right, so Venus Lim to break.
Let's
Go
see
to
if she,
the overhead view for this break. Let's see how this looks.
let's see if this 1 ball goes into the right side pocket.
All right,
yes, it
so
does.
she does make the 1 and pockets the wing.
But she's got some trouble there with the
Mm.
7-9 tied up on the rack.
Yeah, she sure does. Got a little work to do.
And she's got a ball stuck on the rail. What is
Hmm.
that, the 5 ball?
Yeah, and it's in the most awkward of positions. This is one, you know, you can fade this ball if you got to shoot it past the side pocket to get below it, but it's a tough fade, and especially from where the 4 ball is, so it's going to be interesting.
There's some conundrums on the table.
All right, so it looks like Logie Bear has joined the battle, currently at $10, upping Pat's initial wager. All right, guys, you guys have fun with that. I'm gonna focus on this. I've never seen Venus play, so I really want to be invested.
She's a solid player.
And speaking of the U.S. Open that's going to Frisco with the WNT event, if you know,
Look at
thanks,
that.
Wolfman.
She bumped it.
Speaking of the U.S. Open for the men, the WNT event, A-Train, if you know any promoters down there and there's a venue available, and you know, the promoter does have to, in order to have a WPBA event, bring the event, I think it's a minimum of $20,000. So if you think that's something that can happen, you know, and you know some people that would be interested in doing that, get in contact, because I think we're booking for 2027 and maybe even 2028 at this point. So definitely start the conversation if you know someone that would be interested in getting the WPBA down into the Dallas-Fort Worth area. All right, so we're getting back into this match. These ladies are grinding it out. We're going to give them their due respect. Currently, Logie Bear is in the lead of the donations, $9.99. So you guys are wanting to play that donation challenge, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you, I promise that. Okay, so a miss. I'm wondering do you think there was a chance she was trying to get into those 2 balls? I think it's possible. Oh, Lily Blossom getting in the mix. Taking the ante at $15. All right, so I'm looking to see. It looks like Venus is crossing over the top side of the 7, so she may be trying to bank it back towards the lower short rail, bringing the cue ball 2 rails down up to the top short rail. She's not going to get it there, though, and that's going to be a bit of a problem. Sorry, guys, I'm making some camera adjustments. Pia definitely has a good solid look at this 7. She's not completely froze to the top short rail. She can bring this cue ball around 2 rails for the 8. If she wants to hit it with a little more pace, she can catch the 3rd rail. She does have to pocket the ball, though. All right, so weird miss from Pia. The thing is, though, as close as she was to the rail with the cue ball, it does make that an awkward shot.
That was definitely awkward. And to try to like spin it around and get shape for the 8, I think that was a lot to ask for. No, she left this an awkward. This is a tester shot.
Definitely not a gimme. 0 body movement. She tried to stay down. You could see her kind of come up just a tad.
I think she threw her shoulder in it. It wasn't a pure stroke.
You know, there's some players out there who naturally drop their shoulder and it works for them, Jasmine Ocean being one of them. But not everyone has the ability to keep that stroke straight.
Well, I mean, some of the old school players played with a sidearm, and I don't think I could stroke straight with a sidearm. Depends on what you're used to.
You know, I kind of say this, and I don't know if it's 1,000% true because I vaguely remember Billy when he was young, but Billy Thorpe, if you notice, he tucks his elbow back behind his ear, and but his hand with his cue is actually advanced forward a little bit. And I think that Billy started very young, and I think he started with sidearm.
Mm-hmm.
And as he got bigger, he actually kind of kept that same motion, but tucked that elbow because that was the proper, right? That's the proper way to get into your stance and to stroke through the cue. And so, but Billy's got like this weird sidearm thing that I think he started with as a kid. And he's from my part of the country, so I actually remember Billy as a child. I do vaguely remember some of those things. It was a long time ago.
And Pia Filler, 4-0 at the
Yeah,
moment.
she's got a solid little lead here. I think Venus is getting ready to take a break.
Player break.
Absolutely. All right. So player break happening, guys. Let's check the scores around the room real quick just to kind of get caught up with what's happening. It looks like Kennedy Myman's 2-0 over Chanel Lorraine at the moment. Bean Hung taking a 2-1 lead over Sarah Miller. We call her Miller time. Kelly Fisher is putting a dominant performance down on the Tsunami Susan Williams. She's currently on the hill over Susan, 7-0. Looks like Taruko Macklin. All right, 2-1 over Fefalova Steyer at the moment, very early in that match. Monica Webb, 3-0 over Kapow. They are on our bonus table at the moment, competing against each other for like the 7,000th time. I feel like Monica and Caroline have had to play each other often. Rita Cheyu Cho is currently 5-1 over Ashley Rice. And Wei Su Chen, 4-0 over former US Open champion Lisa Cassette. So all those matches are happening around the room. We're going to throw a couple commercials while Venus finishes her player break, which she's absolutely allowed to do. It looks like she's went ahead and racked. She did win the lag, so it will be her break next when Venus returns to the table. We're going to say thanks to a few of our sponsors. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. You are watching the US Open on WPBA Billiards on YouTube.
Looking for the perfect venue for your next big event? Explore the Island Convention Center. With nearly 30,000 square feet of flexible space, including 19,000 square feet of clear span, it's ideal for corporate events, conferences, and trade shows of any size. And when the meetings end, guests can enjoy all the amenities of the Midwest's premier resort destination. Call today to start planning your event. The Island Convention Center, the perfect mix of business and pleasure.
In real estate, just like in pool, the setup is everything. When I play pool, I don't just focus on the ball in front of me. I'm planning my next shot. Selling your home works the same way. It's not about putting a sign in the yard. It's about positioning you for the next move, whether it's a quick sale, top dollar, or finding a dream home. With the right strategy, we don't just take the shot, we run the table. Let's line up your winning shot today.
All right, guys. Hate to cut the commercial short, but Pia Filler's back at the table. All right, it is her break, so she has the right to just get at it. So she'll be breaking. All right, so she does pocket the 1 in the side. The 2 gets double bumped to the right long rail. Fantastic break from the filler. The killer filler.
Killer Filler, killing it. 4-0 at the moment.
She absolutely is killing it. Playing
She's
very
out for
well.
blood.
Don't forget, everyone, too, if you're new to the channel, we are trying to grow our subscribers. So if you could take a second to subscribe to the channel, there's a little bell icon that you can click. If you don't want to be notified every time we go live, that's perfectly fine. Just adjust those parameters in that little bell icon. But if you want to click on that, you can get notified when we go live as well. We are trying to grow the subscribership. It's totally free. We're not asking you for a membership or any kind of money, monthly payment to be a subscriber. It just helps us approach sponsorship. So if you're interested and want to support WPBA, and you know, you don't have to donate it if you don't like to. You don't have to get in these donation wars if you don't want to. But definitely subscribe to the channel. We appreciate that, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button as well. All right. So she's just fine on this 5. If anything, I really felt like she fell almost perfectly. She can roll this ball in, go to the right long rail if she'd like. That'll slow the cue ball down for her. And I do believe the 7 goes in the side.
Yeah, you see what she did there? She went and looked at her second position. I feel like it's so important to give yourself a destination in mind when you're shooting.
All right, so she fell nicely on this 7 ball. I don't think she will try to hold the cue unless it's like a nice, easy, like replace the ball stroke. I think she'll go forward to the long rail and back out for the 8. Or she can just roll it in.
No, middle of the table.
Yeah. Well played. A train. So I don't really know exactly how they do the negotiations with the promoters. So you're more than welcome to email office@wpba.com. You can reach out to any of our board of directors. There's Bob, Darren, Brittany, Dean. Any of them can help you facilitate whatever kind of information you need. If you're interested or think you can get enough promoters or sponsors together to have an event. So please, yeah, reach out. Yeah, information is, you know, power. So if you have the information, it's a lot easier to find out, you know, or to make you know, an educated decision on if you think that's something that you could put together in the Texas area. All right, so Pia Filler putting it down. Nice little run there.
That was a really nice shot from the 8 to the 9.
It was. She's playing so good. I mean, but Pia is a very steady Eddie, and I don't know. A lot of these ladies, though, they do all this work in order to be comfortable and steady in this environment. So practice does make perfect. I think these ladies are living proof of that.
There's some flying insect in here. It seemed to be very popular.
Well, he's probably just trying to get out of the rain. It's not raining today, but from yesterday, maybe.
Venus Lynn to
Right.
break.
So she's breaking from the right rail.
She's looking to stop the bleeding.
All right, let's go to the overhead, get a good look at her break. She does pocket the 1 and the wing ball. What a nice break. And the 2 does track past the 5 up tables, so she's got a good opportunity here. Very good opportunity. Rolling the 2 in this lower left-hand corner pocket. I do think she needs to get a bit closer to it, though, because the 7 makes the 3 ball shot a little more interesting. So we'll see if she can. She stunned it. I can't see from that view exactly the look that I'm looking for. There we go. I got enough cameras. I'll figure it out.
She's gonna use inside English to get to the pink 4. She's gonna go outside English and go around. No, just one rail position. Keeping it simple. We all know my pool playing's too fancy.
All right, there you go. A-Train in the chat. One of our board members, Michelle Griffin. You can contact her. She put her email in there for you guys. Love to have a conversation. Haven't been to Texas in years. Go ahead, bring me there. All right, look at this. Well, I'm going to tell you something too. Let's be really clear. Venus is 23 years old. We got the scoop on that. And you know, I can say this from personal experience. When I'm 23 years old, I am not afraid of anything. I am I'm just not. At 23 years old, I am firing at shots. I'm making, you know, I'm aggressive. You know, I want to win. It's crazy how age really does kind of play a bit of a factor.
So there's a question in the chat about racking for themselves. So this was implemented in the last tournament for racks, and we now moved it on to this tournament where we are racking for ourselves with the 2 in the back and 9 on the spot. And then 9 on the break does not count in the bottom 2 corners. So there is a little bit of a difference. If you've been watching us in previous tournaments on the racking. Ooh, she got very close to this rail.
So some rules were put into place as far as racking to eliminate some complaints. So the group as a whole, as a membership, we voted into a different direction. And then once we felt like that had stopped, I'm not going to get into details, we went back together and decided that we were going to go back to rack your own with a few small changes. So here we are. We're back at it. She is elevated. Boy, oh boy. Wow. All right. She's going after it. Fortune does tend to favor the bold. Wow. How do you like that?
That was a really good shot, but now she's left herself a funny angle.
Yeah, she's just got to cut it in.
But she got to choose which pocket.
Sure. I like the back cut to the right corner, lower right. If you play this with a high ball, you can come around 2 rails. Now, you do have to be mindful of the scratch where her body is right now. Be really mindful of that. Cutting the ball thin, so there will be speed on the cue.
Oh.
Look at the cue, tracking that way. Wow, unfortunate. Being 5-0 against a world champion can be quite difficult mentally. So I can understand Venus, the situation that she feels like she may be in at the moment. All right, Sophia knocks it in, sends the lead 6-0 over the youngster. She's so talented, though. You can see like just how clean she strikes the ball. We have not had the chance to watch Venus play, so
This is her first event.
yeah, for the WPBA. But Ada is more familiar because she did actually play against her in the St. Louis event.
I'm just lucky she did not give me a big fat donut.
Well, I will say that she had a tough draw out of the gate with Soledad Ayala. So, but Soli forfeited her match. I guess she's not here, or is she not feeling good?
She's not here.
Okay. Just making sure she's okay. All right, so Soli has backed out of the event. She may have decided to go on home. It's been a long few weeks for these ladies on the road, so this is kind of the last event, and then they get a small break. So Soli may have just decided to head on home. Pia Filler 6-0 at the moment in this match against Venus, and breaking.
Well, Veronique wasn't able to make it either, but she came down with illness.
Oh, I
It
hope she does
happens.
okay. I hope she feels better, Vero. We're thinking of you. It's not the same without Veronique at the tournament.
No.
It's weird. Oh, boy. Shush. That's brutal. Almost scratches. Don't scratch. The 8 comes and decides to make friends with the cue ball. And she is, I mean, is she pinned in the end of the point? Ooh,
No, but she has the option to
she can
push.
push. She can
Yes.
push. Yeah, this is off the break. Yeah, but I'm not the pushing.
You don't like to push a shot?
I feel like it's a double-edged sword. They're just going to do to you what you intend to do to them. Like, you know what I mean? You're pushing out and just kind of hoping that they don't jail you up or something, you know?
I think that everything's pretty spread out. It's hard to jail somebody up in this scenario. Like if there was more clumping on the table, sure, I can see where that is. That can come
Sure.
into play.
Good evening. Good evening, Toronto.
Yeah, this is our last live stream match of the day. What time are we starting again? Oh
Oh,
no.
it just doesn't seem to get easier for Venus. It's like when it rains, it pours, right? So I believe we are starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. We are going to have young Jordan Helfrey versus Beast Mode Brianna Miller on the feature table at 10 a.m. And then on our second bonus coverage table, we're going to put the Croatian sensation and Sandy Chang. So Angela Janik and Sandy will be on the second bonus table. And then Jordan and Brianna. So they're going to be our 10 o'clock matches. Lots of good matches, though. Oh my gosh. It's like Monsters Ball down here on the B side. Oh man, oh man.
What will it be? Gangster's Paradise.
I hope I come in with a limp. The gangsta lean. We were talking about how it's like Monsters Ball down in the B side of this tournament, right? Angela just walked into the
And she's looking at us like,
and I'm
what are we
looking at the
talking about?
bracket and I'm looking at the feature matches tomorrow and I'm like and we're talking about it and she's like, it's like, yeah, Gangster's Paradise, she says. I said, girl, I hope I walk in with a limp.
Gangster lean.
The gangster lean. I'm trying. All right. It's getting late, folks. I'm starting to get a little slap happy. Ada's trying to keep me in line. It's not working out.
Well, I don't know. I feel like some of the things you say just trigger other things in my mind, and it just sounds funny to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be an early matchup for a lot of world champions on the B side. If you want to win this one, you're coming with it. That's for sure. All right, so just nice little roll forward. She still froze to the side rail with the cue, but the good thing is the 8's in front of the pocket. There's a couple different ways you can go about this. You can roll it in, take the shot on the 8. You can 2-rail it with high inside English.
I don't think you want to roll in a shot. I feel like on these tables, it's very easy to decelerate or you're just not shooting it correct. No rolling in the shots.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I mean, if you roll things, you do take the risk of decelerating in your stroke. We saw that with Christina on the 6 ball in the last match.
That is the enemy of your stroke, deceleration.
That's right. All right, so Pia Filler trying to get herself on the hill here with this 9 ball. Good opportunity. Taking advantage of some really unfortunate rolls for Venus. All right, score is 7-zip, but Venus Lim will be breaking.
She's in danger of getting a donut now.
Call Duncan. They've been robbed.
Remember those commercials in the 80s where the guy is with the mustache and he goes, "Excuse me, can I have a Dunkin' Donut?" And he goes into the store with all these disguises, and as a child, I didn't understand what was going on.
Yeah. So many things. Oh, sorry, guys. Things just come out of my face when it gets late.
This is the hardest working woman in live stream today.
That's for shizzle. All right. Yes, Lonnie may need a nap. You're right. I haven't really slept much in 3 days, so I'm starting to get a little out there. All right. So Venus does make a ball on the break. She has a look at the one, but I don't know that she can pocket in the side. It's very steep cut, tight pockets.
Well, if she's gonna pocket in the side, then she has to go 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 rails. It's a lot to ask for in this
She may
shot.
try to catch the gap on the 3-9, but really, or she could cross over. Yeah, she's going for the gap on the 3-9. Very good shot.
She's like, I'm gonna contain this safe and not get a donut.
That's right. She's going to grind it out, and that's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly. Fight to the end.
Absolutely. I can't wait to make adjustments to that overhead camera. It's driving me crazy. It's crooked. The color's off.
You can see it?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna
I
fix-
don't notice a difference.
Oh, good. I'm going to fix all the things now. It's going to look so much better tomorrow, Ada. Even though I'm tired, I got some things I got to fix.
Oh, she was able to kick it, but not be able to save it. Gives Venus an opportunity to run this table and get a point up on the board.
I can tell you this. This is one thing I will say. In these situations, I so badly want the other player to just win a rack or two. They don't necessarily have to win, but boy, what a difference 2 racks or even 1 make over a 0
Yeah.
mentally for the player.
I get you. I was hoping to get out of the 0 situation, but Monica Webb earlier was on fire.
Looks like she's still trying to be on fire. Oh, she was getting it at the beginning, 3-zip, real quick. 3 quick racks. So Caroline looks like she might be trying to get back into that match.
I actually had the scoreline should have been 2 or 3 for me, but I made a mistake. So I was very mad at myself. Oh, here comes all around the table. Into the side pocket.
All right, great shot. Love the 3 rail position. I'm never mad about that. The 8 does go in either of the lower corners, so she has options. And if she overhits it, she can get it in the sides too.
This is still like 50-yard line.
Pia waiting patiently. When you have a lead like this, patience really becomes a virtue. Just keeping it together. Losing a rack or 2 isn't really the end of the world. You just got to be patient. Wait for your moments. Typically in alternate breaks, they will happen. You do get moments. Oh.
Oh, I think she's good.
Yeah, I think she's just fine. Venus has a very determined look on her face. Nice look. Venus Lim
On
getting
the
a rack on
board.
the board. Yeah.
She saved herself from being a donut, from getting a donut.
See what I mean? Like even just winning that 1 rack, like her body language is a little more relaxed. Not saying that she's happy about having a 1, but she's still, like, to be fair, I think a 1 is much more, accepting in your mind mentally than a 0. So no bagels, no donuts. Not tonight. This is the last match for us. And both ladies on the feature tables are sitting at 1. It looks like Venus does need to update her tablet. She might not be aware of that. But she did flip her score on the flipper do. So,
But these aren't the flipper doos, like not the flipper doos.
no, they're not the Moonlighting Billiards flipper doos. But they are still flipper doos. Oh boy, this is a very nice break. The only thing that might be favorable for Venus in this situation is that the one ball may be straight in. She's got a tiny bit of angle, but Pia's gonna really have to juice it up if she wants to get down table. Now she could accept a long shot on the 2. She went to look to this left long rail because there is a window to the 2. Oh, she's elevating. She's going to drive through this probably low with a little left-hand spin.
What a shot.
Oh, man, she hit it good, yo.
What a beauty.
Yeah, snaps to that one. I like it. And when you strike those balls, Ada, I think you'll agree with me. When you hit a shot like that, it feels good.
Yeah, that
It
was the
just-
perfect pace, the perfect rotation and spin. It was a beauty.
Yeah, it feels good to strike a ball that way. Elevated, solid, the spin grabs nicely. I mean, you just really, it's a nice feeling.
She's determined. She's like, I don't care you got a 1 now. I'm closing this out.
All right, she's going after it. I like it. I like the way she shot that. Very well played from Pia Filler. Good look at the 3 into the side pocket. I'm positive that it passes. Passes the 5 into the side. Now I'm going to tell you, she doesn't want to bump the 5. Let's go to the overhead so you can get a good look at this. She definitely doesn't want to bump it. She wants to make this 3 ball clean. All right, beautiful shot.
Now she's got to decide where she wants to be for the 6 ball to get to the 7. Looking at 3 ball patterns.
Nice little replace the ball stroke for Pia.
You could tell she's been practicing Mighty X.
Oh, the drill.
Let me tell you, that's a hard drill. If you can master that, your game's going places.
And guys, don't forget, be like Ike, hit the thumbs up button before you leave us for the evening. We will be back at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning with some fabulous B-side action to start the day. It's going to be pretty cool. We got young phenom Jordan Helfrey versus Brana Miller, beast mode, former junior champion herself. Knows exactly where Jordan's at in her game. So it's going to be a fabulous matchup. Brianna is literally the definition of beast mode. She's so intimidating when she's playing well.
She is.
She
I
is.
unfortunately have played her and been in a situation where I got beast moded.
Beast moded.
And I got a donut when that happened. Not fun.
Somebody call Duncan. Yeah, we're tired. Angela just walked in and she's like, "Ooh, you guys are tired." Listening to our chatter. All right, guys. And with this 9 ball, Pia Filler taking her down with a solid scoreline, 8-1 over the youngster Venus Lim in her first showing here at the WPBA. So, and she's still in this tournament. Don't you worry, guys. If you liked what you saw out of Venus, with a little bit that we actually got to see, because Pia played pretty well.
She was like an apex predator.
Well, she is sponsored by Apex, so there you have it. All right. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, but don't go anywhere because we actually are getting ready to do a player by player interview, Miss Angela Janik is going to bring Mrs. Pia Filler into our booth and have a few questions for her. So don't go anywhere. Thanks, Ada.
Thank you.
You're awesome. We love the Iron Maiden around here. So you guys stay tuned. I'm going to wait for Pia to get settled and get her cues put away, and we're going to bring her back here into the production room and do a quick interview. So stay tuned. All right, guys, real quick, in all fairness, no joking. I'm not going to ask her if she likes bagels over donuts, Pat. Anyone in the chat, if you have a question for Pia, a legitimate question, why don't you throw it out there and I'll see if I can get Angela to ask her. So real quick, for those of you who are still in the chat room, if there's a question you want to see for Pia Filler, please be kind, serious questions only. Go ahead and throw it in the chat. Maybe I'll grab it up. All right, everybody. So we're getting Angela and Pia acclimated. We're going to get them set. We're going to bring them in. So stay tuned. I do have some hopping, jumping things happening with my camera right now. I'm not sure exactly why. Give me just a second, guys, and I'm going to do some refreshing. Hold still. We're going to have Pia Filler shortly. All right, guys, Miss Angela Janik has Pia Filler in the interview space. All right, go ahead, Angela, take it away.
We're ready. So here we've got Pia Filler from Germany, who was just victorious on the stream table against Venus Lim from Singapore. It's her first WPBA event, but fortunately for her, you kept her in her chair. So how do you feel?
Obviously feeling great.
Yeah?
Played a good match, I think. I made one mistake on a long 7 ball, which I completely missed. But other than that, I think I played pretty solid, made like 4 break-in runs or something. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident.
Yeah, that was almost flawless. So that's a pretty good way to start, right?
Yeah,
so
I'm happy.
You're happy? I asked throughout the day, there's several players in the event that have been doing event after event after event for several weeks now. And some people are a little exhausted. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good because I've been going through a lot of traveling the past 2 years. So
Yeah.
I knew my kind of way of moving through it. So, I'm ready.
You're okay. So we have a couple fan questions for you today. Some people on the stream put some comments in. So the first one says, they want to know, how do you mentally prepare for a tournament of this caliber?
Well, good question. I just try to always enjoy playing, really, because I think the more fun you have, the more successful you will be. It's not the other way around, what most people probably think. So really, I'm just trying to enjoy myself because I know I prepared well, I put a lot of work in. So, you just got to trust the process. I have a good coach, I guess.
You do have a good coach. We all
best
know.
one.
The best one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, every athlete goes through up and downs mentally, probably. So, I just try to do my best every single time, every shot.
Yep. So another fan wants to know, at what age did you start playing?
Actually, I started playing when I was about 7 or 8.
Really?
Yeah, but, never really serious. So, like turning pro, getting really from amateur level to proper level, I would say I started in 2020. So, like 6 years ago.
So really not that long ago.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So there's your answer, fans, to some of those interesting questions, new stuff that we learned about Pia Filler today. Again, dominating performance. Congratulations. Obviously going to continue on the A side tomorrow. I'm sure we'll be seeing you on the stream again. All right.
Hope so.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank
Congratulations
you so much.
to Pia.
All right, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Pia Filler advancing through this tournament in her second round on the A side. She is just a force. And how cute is she when she talks about her fabulous coach, right? All right, everybody. So this is the end of the show for today. We'll be back at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning with Jordan Helfrey and Beast Mode Brianna Miller. Thanks so much to Ada Leo, Chanel Lorraine, Angela Janik. These guys have been fabulous to help with the player interviews, players interviewing players. And that's what we understand what these players are going through. And it's a fabulous camaraderie that we all carry here at the WPBA. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks, Pat, and all the fans. Logie Bear, thanks for starting all the drama. Fort Knox Realtor, thank you guys so much. We love you guys. And don't forget to subscribe on your way out. If you're not currently a subscriber, make sure you hit the thumbs up for the video or for the lives today. We really appreciate that. And at the moment, if you want to hop on over to the bonus coverage table, Caroline Powell and Monica Webb are tied at 3s. So there's quite a ways to go still in that matchup over there. No volume, no sound, but definitely still action to be had. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Lonnie Fox-Raymond. I am the voice of the WPBA. You are watching the 2026 WPBA US Open, brought to you by the Island Resort and Casino right here in Harris, Michigan. All right, guys, have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Looking for the perfect venue for your next big event? Explore the Island Convention Center. With nearly 30,000 square feet of flexible space, including 19,000 square feet of clear span, it's ideal for corporate events, conferences, and trade shows of any size. And when the meetings end, guests can enjoy all the amenities of the Midwest's premier resort destination. Call today to start planning your event. The Island Convention Center, the perfect mix of business and pleasure.
In real estate, just like in pool, the setup is everything. When I play pool, I don't just focus on the ball in front of me. I'm planning my next shot. Selling your home works the same way. It's not about putting a sign in the yard. It's about positioning you for the next move, whether it's a quick sale, top dollar, or finding a dream home. With the right strategy, we don't just take the shot, We run the table. Let's line up your winning shot today.